No one expected Tiger Woods' son to be playing under this much pressure until now. For years, Charlie Woods was simply seen as the kid swinging beside Tiger. Heartwarming moments, viral clips, and casual appearances at father-son tournaments. He was promising, yes, but still just a shadow of potential. That all changed in May 2025, when Charlie entered the Team TaylorMade Invitational, one of the most competitive events on the USGA circuit, and won. It wasn't luck, it wasn't a fluke. Charlie outplayed the top junior amateurs in the country. Suddenly, it wasn't about being Tiger's son anymore, it was about becoming Charlie Woods. That win wasn't just a trophy, it was a statement to the entire junior golf world. Overnight, everything escalated, headlines exploded, PGA pros, fans, and analysts couldn't stop talking. Videos of his swing resurfaced, now with captions like "Future Tour Star" and "The next Woods begins here." His ranking soared, his USGA points surged, and his name became a regular feature on golf blogs and ESPN tickers. At just 16 years old, Charlie wasn't just playing, he was building a serious resume. Then came the question, could this kid actually qualify for the US Open? With the hype came pressure, something no one understood better than Tiger. Every time Charlie teed it up after that USGA win, the cameras followed. Tiger was often there, two-hood up, sunglasses on, trying to blend into the crowd, but always watching, whether at local qualifiers or regional events. His quiet presence said it all. This was no longer just support from a proud dad, this was legacy. When Tiger watches, the world watches. Then came the US Open qualifier, a chance to earn a spot on golf's grandest stage. Expectations couldn't have been higher, and Charlie arrived with the full weight of those eyes on him. What happened next? No one was truly prepared for. Thousands watched as a teenager stepped up to the tee, unaware that history was either about to be made or narrowly missed. The USGA local qualifier at the Legacy Golf and Tennis Club wasn't meant to be a media spectacle. These events are usually quiet, intense, and overlooked, filled with unknown amateurs grinding in silence for a shot at the big time. But this one was different. The moment Charlie Woods' name appeared on the tee sheet, everything changed. Fans lined up early, phones were raised, news vans parked outside the gates. They weren't just here to watch a junior golfer, they came to witness the son of a legend try to forge his own path on golf's most unforgiving stage. This wasn't just a qualifier, it felt like the beginning of something historic, or the start of heartbreak. Charlie teed off with poise, focused and steady. He played the front nine with quiet confidence, stringing together pars and showing maturity beyond his years. But the back nine told a different story. A pulled tee shot here, a three-putt there, and the round started to slip away. He finished with a 75-3 over par, 7 strokes short of the cut. The number hurt. He knew it, he wanted more. Still, the truth was, Charlie performed better than most expected. The players who advanced were older, more seasoned, many already committed. 2 NCAA programs. Charlie hadn't choked, he simply got outplayed on a battlefield filled with grown men. Then came the image that went viral. Tiger Woods, standing quietly behind the ropes, hat pulled down, sunglasses on, arms folded. He didn't shout. He didn't coach, he just watched. Not as the GOAT, but as a father. He knew this moment. He'd lived it himself. But now, it was his son walking that same lonely path. From potential to pressure, Tiger stood behind the ropes, watching his son fall just short. But as Charlie walked off the 18th green, there were no slumped shoulders. There was no defeat in his eyes, only fire. No tears, no tantrums, just quiet. Focus. It may have been a loss, yes, but it was also a lesson. And more importantly, Charlie didn't leave defeated. He left transformed. Then the golf world exploded. Within hours of Charlie Woods' final putt at the Legacy Golf and Tennis Club, headlines flooded in like a tidal wave. Fails to qualify. Read one. Setback for the Woods legacy, said another. But buried beneath the clickbait was something deeper. Progress, a phrase that started appearing in fan tweets, Reddit threads, and golf blogs alike. Progress for Charlie Woods. Suddenly, this qualifier wasn't just about a scorecard. It was a measuring stick for how the world was beginning to view this teenage phenom. Critics pointed to the missed cut, but real fans, they saw the foundation of a comeback. Social media lit up in every direction. Some comments were harsh, mocking the hype, but many were supportive, highlighting how far Charlie had come since last year. Back then, he wasn't even close to the cut line. Now, he was just 7 strokes away. And in competitive golf, at this level, that's a massive leap. Even more impressive was how he handled the pressure. No club slams, no excuses, no signs of breaking down. His body language was composed. His post-round interviews were short, sincere, and mature. Some called it failure. Others saw the beginning of something much bigger. Veteran commentators began to weigh in. One former PGA pro put it simply. The kid's not chasing fame, he's chasing the game. He's not just learning how to read greens, he's learning how to handle the spotlight, and that's a lot harder than sinking birdie putts. One commentator even called Charlie the most composed 16-year-old golfer we've ever seen on a stage like this. The narrative was shifting slowly but powerfully. What started as backlash was becoming a respect-fueled redemption arc. Ben. Just as the noise began to die down, Charlie posted something quietly, without a press conference, without interviews, just a few lines on Instagram. And it changed everything. It caught everyone off guard. Most teenagers might have disappeared after a setback like this, gone silent. Blamed the wind, the greens, the pressure, but not Charlie Woods. In a sport where ego is as common as a 7-iron, he chose humility over headlines. No dramatic post-round quotes, no finger-pointing, just a calm, measured message. Not, "We had a good race in Barcelona until the safety car came out." What Charlie actually wrote was this: "Didn't get the result I wanted, but I learned a lot. Time to keep working. See you out there soon." And with just that, the conversation shifted again. Because when you say less, people start listening more. Almost immediately, rumors began swirling. Some insiders claimed Charlie was already back on the range. Others said he'd been spotted grinding on the putting green the very next day. What was clear, no matter what the world said, Woods wasn't done. He was just getting started. With the US Open behind him, the focus quietly shifted to what's next: upcoming USGA events, a possible big swing in Montreal. Some insiders suggested Charlie was working on his mental game, even considering a new sports psychologist. But one thing was certain: he wasn't backing down. If anything, he was doubling down. Just days after the qualifier, fans spotted him at the Medalist, grinding on the range. No cameras, no Tiger, just Charlie and a bucket of balls. He didn't say much, he didn't need to. What he did next spoke louder than words. Then came the whispers. His swing looked different. Smoother at the top, more balanced through the finish. Subtle, but undeniable. The kind of changes you only notice if you're really watching. Not a reset, a refinement. The quiet kind of work champions do, not to prove something to the world, but to prove something to themselves. This wasn't about the last round, it was about the next one. Most kids would have taken a break. Charlie went back to work, not because someone told him to, but because that's who he is. This wasn't failure. It was foundation. A setup, not a setback. This story was never just about qualifying for the US Open. It was about becoming. From the outside, missing a cut looks like failure, a number on a leaderboard, a name left off the list. But for Charlie Woods, it meant something more, something deeper, because just like his father, decades ago, early stumbles aren't the end, they're the blueprint. Tiger Woods didn't step into greatness untouched. He lost as a junior. He failed to qualify. He tasted disappointment long before dominance. And those moments didn't break him, they built him, quietly. Step by step, Charlie Woods is building a foundation stone by stone for a career that could one day transform the game of golf. Even legends start with losses. At just 16 years old, Charlie is navigating a world far beyond what most teenagers could imagine. And he's doing it not only with raw talent, but with a calm maturity that's catching seasoned pros off guard. Analysts are beginning to draw comparisons to Tiger Woods in his pre-Stanford days, not because of dominance, but because of discipline. Not flashy, but focused. Not an overnight sensation, but a steady rise, the kind of progress that sneaks up on you. Until it, greatness doesn't always begin with a trophy. Sometimes, it shows itself in how you carry defeat. And behind it all is the weight of the Woods name, a pressure no scorecard can measure. Every tee shot, every swing, every Instagram post is watched, critiqued, and compared. Yet Charlie keeps moving forward, not trying to become the next Tiger Woods, but determined to become the first Charlie Woods. That's a different kind of strength. That's a legacy being written in real time. He's not living in his father's shadow, he's learning how to cast his own. So what does it all mean? It means we're witnessing the beginning of something rare, something real. And if you thought the story of Charlie Woods had already been told, you haven't been paying close enough attention.